And hello everybody, welcome to the 267th episode of Sundays Are for Trucking. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday so far. And today we did break out the Mac Pinnacle because we're hauling something very heavy there on the trailer. And you're maybe wondering, how do you get the Big Bud tractor? Well, you need to go to the Steam Workshop and you download Synaptoro's Cargo Mod, fully updated for 155. And since we're hauling heavy and we need a big engine, we've got a Cummins 605 horsepower, 2050 on the torque today on the driveline. And of course, our 18-speed Eaton Fuller transmission. Randy, Mr. C, Jim, Big Dub, great going, and all you other people who are not mentioning anything there in the chat, which is perfectly fine. Welcome, great to see you. And right now we are sitting here in Norfolk, Nebraska. This run today is going to be taking us up to Colville in Washington. We've got our full drive time. So without any further waiting, let's go ahead and climb in the truck, get her fired up, and let's do some trucking. Now I am going to go to the outside here. Good. Beacons are working. I didn't put any oversized load banners on because we're really not over width, but we are like over length. Oops. Not a big deal. And Drive Safely has added another new horn to his sound pack. That is the Hadley horn that you guys just heard. So that can be added one of two ways, either through the air horns for the top of a cab, or you can run it through the steering wheel. Since I don't have any options today on my side for air horns, we're running it through a frame mount, so underneath the cab. And if you notice, the picture looks a little bit different today than what we ran on Thursday. There is a reason for that. I did try to run Snowy Moon's new lighting, and yeah, I can adjust the interior lighting as we saw on Thursday, but it's just way too bright in order for me to see the dashboard, so we went back to the regular TAA mod today. So you guys may also be wondering, when we go to the drive-by view here, you see I do have fender covers on the back tandems. Well, that is part of MMB parts pack for the Pinnacle, and that's also where you get the split windshield. And then you do see we've got a Eaton transmission here, so we're running a manual. Might as well put that in there too. We are just west of Norfolk, Nebraska. And you will also notice here with the mirrors on the Pinnacle, I do have a mod that moves those forward just to make it easier for me to see out the side windows. Now, is it Denny's or is it Lenny's? You guys remember those old commercials, right? And for those of you who are curious, the engine sounds today are again courtesy of Slab Jerry. And by default, the X15 straight pipe that we are running does not have support for Mack trucks. You are able to easily edit the mod itself in order to add support. So for the Mac Anthem, you take the Z customs, change that to like Mac.anthem, go in and you change the SII files, get rid of Z custom, change it to Mac Anthem, boom, done. Same thing for the Mac Pinnacle, it's Mac.Pinnacle. Ah, darn it. Nothing on route view. I hate that. Yo, James. That is my money amount, Mr. C. So you're going to get 4,159. That's 4,159.9 million. Yeah, but you hear me complain about a $1,000 accident too. I'm a cheapskate, Mr. C. And I'll be completely honest, on Thursday when I ran Snowy Moon's new lighting, everything, I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but it seemed like it was a little on the brighter side, to where this we've got nice colors and vegetation, not overly bright, not overly dark. I mean, I could use it. I believe the brightness slider is still a little borked in the game, but I could use just a touch more brightness, and that is really about it. Well, and I've got it up for 0.1, and let's go to like 0.3. I think that looks a little bit better here. That's base game there. If we go up to 0.3, I believe that looks a whole lot better right there. So we'll leave it right there. All right, we're going to switch lanes in an intersection. I'm going to make this legit. we're hauling over length, so guess what? We need to put some oversized things on the truck today. I did not do that when I built the truck just because I was being, like, lazy. But let's go ahead and put those on. And I think the reason why I did it was I've got a mod to where my fog lights actually work. If I put an oversized load on this, it covers them up and it goes through. So that's kind of why I didn't do it on the truck. So I'm not going to do it on the truck, but let's go ahead and do it on the back of the trailer. And we're going to do long load. Nah, they don't use long load here. We use oversized. Boom, done. Yep, there we go. Much better.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Yeah, that blue lid there, that's actually for death. Yeah, everybody's favorite diesel exhaust fluid. Someone correct me if I am wrong, but isn't the Big Bud the largest tractor that you can get for commercial farming? All right, and if I remember, Welker Farms up there in Shelby, Montana has a Big Bud. And I do know, since we are running a Jeep on our lowboy today, we cannot fit into regular spots, which means if we go to a rest area, we're gonna have to drop our trailer, go park, and then back up again to it. And the truck stops are probably gonna be the same way. We definitely cannot go into any normal spot, at least with it attached. We should be getting out of Nebraska here pretty soon.
To the right, and then continue straight.
Hey, good old Cruise America. I wouldn't trust anybody driving one of those. At least not a big one. If you get one of the little ones, fine. But a bigger RV like that, if you've never driven one, they can be a little bit of a challenge.
Continue straight, and then keep to the right. Keep to the right, and then continue straight. Keep to the right, and then continue straight.
I am not an alcohol drinker, so I do not drink. I don't believe anybody does, actually. I mean, we'll maybe water pop or something like that, but no alcohol. if you do want to drive drunk, this is the game to do it in. You're not going to get in trouble. Hey, good afternoon, pilot. Great to see you. Oh, hello, Wyoming. Yeah, just don't do that in Convoy, because in Convoy, the four-wheelers are pretty much tanks. You really can't move them.
Continue straight, and then turn left. In 650 feet, turn right. Navigation resumed. Navigation resumed.
Oh, this is the weirdest way station ever. And here's where that torque is kicking in at, going up that grade. You notice how we got to the point to where we didn't speed up anymore, but we didn't slow down either? That's what torque does in a truck. Horsepower, yeah, it matters some, but it's more the torque than anything. Most of the trucks that you see out on the road, these, I'm talking about your national carriers or whatnot, they're normally around 1850. Your heavy haulers, your 2050, maybe even more depending on what they are hauling. Alright, and what I am going to do here, if I can get into this rest area up here on the left, I believe that's going to be probably the safest spot. Let me look here. Do we have any other rest stops? Well, we do actually. I think we'll go there for the night. Yeah, that's going to probably be the easiest. And that puts us, 54 miles away, and we've got an hour to go. Yeah, we're good.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Yep, as a matter of fact, you can. Back when I was driving, there was an older white Volvo. It only had a 350 in it, but with the torque, that thing could pull a hill like nothing. And I got to drive it a couple of times. It wasn't a bad truck, it was just small. Yeah, it was a Cummins. And Detroit's back in the day, if there wasn't any oil under it, there was no oil in it. I just borrowed the saying from you.
To the right. Then take the exit on the right. In 650 feet, turn right.
And since we can't get into a parking spot here with this trailer, so we're gonna go ahead and block right here in front of the scales. So we're gonna have to come back here in the morning and get our load, but that's fine. No big deal. We just need to park and get some sleep. All right, so we stick to daylight. I'm gonna move the time forward to at 9 o'clock, which is 2100 hours. And El Perfecto, look at that. And we'll do our pre-trip once we go over and get hooked up to our wagon again. What did they put on there? Okay, they used ratchet straps. All right. Where's the ratchet at, though? But, oh, this is Snep Toros. That's right. So that is how if I was going to strap a Big Bud down, I would probably have 2 chains on each front and back. Just having one on there, that may not be enough. So what I would do is on that pin, I would wrap a chain around, wrap it down to here, tighten it down, and do the same thing for the other side. And that's what they did. But you would not use a hook like that either. Yep, that's exactly how you would do that. 2 chains and you cross them. That just looks weird there on the pin, because you would more than likely wrap the chain around and both ends would go down onto a hook like this, not like that. But that's how I would do it. Now, granted, there's probably some limitations here in the game too. Can we get out this other side over here? That's the question. Sweet, we can. Hey, we go out at the light. Perfect, exactly what I wanted to do.
Navigation resumed. Navigation resumed. Keep to the right, and then turn right.
And with today's oversized load, even though I am not going to be making any rights on red. And this load delivers Tuesday morning to Tuesday afternoon. And here we are Monday, we got 8:60 to go. Yeah, we'll be fine. Why the heck didn't I make a right turn out of the truck stop? Because I'm an idiot by blindly following GPS.
In 650 feet, turn left.
Echo works under the bridge. Now we need a tunnel. So what we're going to do here is we're going to follow 25 all the way up to Gillette, where we're going to hit Interstate 90, and we basically run that through Montana, and then we'll go north when we get to Spokane to get up to Colville. Unless this is having us go a different way. It looks like it is. I'm
Turn
curious.
left.
Oh, yeah, I guess we could go up to Sheridan and then go up 90 and gum around. I see why they're having us go across 20 and 26 here and then hit 789. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Oh, I am so lucky. I should have been in the right-hand lane to make this left turn. Oops.
To the right. And then take the exit on the right.
Ah, these are some really scenic views going up this way, though. I'm glad we went this way and not up 25 and just looking at interstate the entire time. If you guys are enjoying today's stream so far, please leave a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And just a reminder also, this is a streaming note. The Thursday streams are going to be changing days here very, very shortly. It's not going to be this coming week, but more than likely next week. We're going to move from Thursdays to Wednesdays. And maybe we'll start another playlist, Hump Day Haul. That sounds bad, but a lot of people may not understand what Hump Day is, but yeah, middle of the week is basically what it is. Alright, give me a moment, guys. I will be right back. All right, and I am back. Thank you, guys. Whoops. It would help if I actually hit the right button for you guys to have sound again. My bad. I looked over at my OBS and saw that it was still muted. Oops.
Keep to the right, and then turn right.
Yeah, but game sounds were muted. Echo checks are working. You don't hear the horn at all? Yeah, Piddly City horn. Is anybody else not hearing the horns? Okay, what's going on with sounds then? Because I am hearing them. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, horns should be underneath truck noise, right? Yeah, that is weird. No air horn. Did you even hear the city horn? Let me go ahead and put truck noise volume. Let's go ahead and move that to 100. Now you hear them? That is weird because they are pretty loud here on my side. But of course I'm wearing headphones currently too. Maybe it's something to do with the Hadley horn. And I heard that on your Plain as Day last night. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going today? Welcome to the stream. Okay. Was that... I totally got nailed for speeding. I guess I deserved it. I was, what, 12 miles an hour over? Oops. And welcome to the little quaint town of Graybull. Have you guys ever caught yourself when you're driving the game? You know how your head will lean to the left when you're turning left, will lean right when you're driving right in real life? Have you ever caught yourself doing that while playing the game? Yeah, old habits do die hard. Well, I guess I should have stayed in the right-hand lane. for those of you who are just joining in today, today's load started down in Norfolk, Nebraska. We are currently on our way to Colville, Washington, and the load that we're hauling is that Big Bud tractor, which is available on the Steam Workshop as a part of Synaptoro's cargo mod. And one thing I am going to do here, you guys should be able to see this. So why can I not bring up the workshop? Oh, these buttons aren't working. Lovely. Okay, but anyways, when you go to the Steam Workshop and go to most subscribed, this is the number one, not most subscribed, most popular. So Synaptoro's mod will be the most popular on one of those top tabs that you see in the workshop itself. Oh, exit only, okay. Now, last time I did something like this is when I got a fine for missing the way station of trying to go in here one specific way.
Navigation resumed. In 650 feet, turn left.
Thank you, Randy, for posting the link. Yeah, 3 trucks. I don't think we're going to get 3 trucks this year. We may get 1, but definitely not 3.
Keep to the right, and then continue straight.
Really? You idiotic four-wheeler. You, Don't even see me. Yeah, you sir get the birdie. Yep. Screw you, AI. That was just too funny. Okay, they damaged the truck to 8% because they were a moron. Thank goodness they didn't do the trailer. And I'm going to keep bitching at SCS for AI behavior like that. You guys need to fix the AI so it is proper. I understand that AI will sometimes run things, but that was completely and totally uncalled for because of your incompetence when it comes to coding. Enough said on that. I don't follow railroad news, Riley. I mean, but I can understand why they would want to go to Norfolk Southern. They do a lot of East Coast, and Union Pacific is basically Midwest westward. So yeah, I see why they want to buy Norfolk. I believe if that is going to happen, I believe they're going to need government approval to even for Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern to merge. They're going to need government approval. I can almost guarantee it because you're talking two of the four largest carriers of train-wise in the United States.
Keep to the right, and then turn right.
You know what would happen if FedEx and UPS merged into one delivery company, right? You know what the name would be called? Fed Up. All right, I need to look here. We got a resteria there. I'm not gonna pull in there. We have a truck stop. That's maybe we are gonna have to pull in there because that's a garage there in Bozeman, and I don't think we have enough fuel to get over to Butte, to this area here. So what I'm probably gonna end up doing here is I'm not going to our garage in Bozeman, but I'm gonna pull in here for the night. then when we'll come to this fuel station here to get go-go juice, and then we will continue on up to Colville. So chances are I am not going to move the time forward when we hit this rest area. Oh, I'm just showing my age, Randy.
Navigation resumed.
Oh wow, we lost all of our air overnight because of that stupid four-wheeler. The dinging will stop once we get to 60 psi. Well, they're still keeping the Mac Anthem. The Mac Anthem is going to be a mid-roof, even though you can get the Pioneer in a mid-roof. But the only way to get a stand-up sleeper on a Mac is going to be in the Pioneer. All right, I'd say we're good to go. Let's get the heck out of Dodge here. And the worst part about running the mid-roof FLD that I was in, I am 6'2". There's no way I could stand up in that cab, so when I had to put on my pants in the morning, I had to lay down on the bed in order to do it.
Navigation resumed.
I did get off the... Nope. Wrong exit. We need to go to this one here. Let's mark that on GPS.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Really, I am sitting here without the clutch on, fuel going, but yet we're not moving anywhere. Yeah, I cannot get this moving. Put diff lock in. I should be able to start in low and get this thing going. I cannot get the darn thing to move. Something is really, really weird here.
Navigation resumed.
I am not going to try all day in order to get the darn thing going. Single player. I do not stream Convoy. Sorry. When I'm streaming, it's all single player. And look at that, a lovely 49 degrees. Ever so slightly cheating, Randy. There's no reason why a 605 2050 torque could not even start that little grade in granny gear. I was sitting there full throttle, foot off the clutch, and we were not moving. Not even the tires were spinning. And it's not like I could roll backwards either. That was since I had traffic behind me.
Navigation resumed. Navigation resumed. If possible, please turn around.
Oh, hush, Google. I need to get myself some go-go juice. Now, was that horn a little bit louder for you guys? Oh my God, that was crazy last night for $6 a gallon. Darn it. Oops.
Navigation resumed.
I just can't have that AI traffic sitting there, otherwise we're never gonna go.
Keep to the right, and then turn right.
Yeah, a very unedited California price. All right, here we are Tuesday morning. We got to be into Spokane by 3:45. It is currently 5:30 with 430 miles to go. We can definitely make it. Going up the mountain, we're down to 41. Ooh, a little chilly.
Navigation resumed.
Hey Omar, how's it going today? Great to see ya. man, look at those sun rays. That is sweet. I have about 30 mods active today, but we are back to regular Snowy Moon TAA because of some issues that I ran into with not liking the interior lighting of the new light mod that he has. So we were low as 40 degrees this morning. It is currently 63. It's probably warm enough to open the windows a little bit. More like all the way. My name is Tom Bodette, and we'll leave a light on for you. Yeah, Motel 6 back there. I just had to do that. Well, doesn't that figure? I guess I can't blame this on Bob because he's not here today. Whoops, I almost caught myself trying to go up to here, which would have been a bad idea. Yeah, sorry, four-wheeler, can't wait for you. And that's the Washington chicken coop there in a mile and a half. Well, that's no different than normal. Washington is my favorite state of getting pulled into chicken coops.
Navigation resumed.
Isn't that just about any state with sales tax with the exception of like Florida, which is only at 1%? Here where I am, it's 7%. I've heard there are places in Texas at like 11% sales tax, which is crazy if you think about it. Very good question, Randy. Yep. We took out a light back there. My bad. Sorry, Spokane. We'll pay you back. Now that's probably, I heard that one, that's probably the loudest I've heard this horn. It seems like the attenuation on it, or the, however far that you hear the sound around that circle, is kind of messed up is what it sounds like. That very may well just be the case, Randy, of why you guys are having so much trouble hearing it. Oh, more than likely, and we can just blame SCS on that one.
In 650 feet, take the exit on the right. In 650 feet, turn left.
Oh, we're going into the right one here, so we're gonna need to do a really swing wide. All right, no traffic coming either, thank goodness.
You have arrived at your destination.
All right, we're just gonna do a quick pull forward here, basically. Oh, did I get into that part again? Yep, I'm on the... There we go. Now I should be able to move. And I got onto the speed bump there, which was causing the issue. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this, probably gonna screw it up. It is just so hard to get into here. So what I'm gonna do is, I already know I need to come here. I'm gonna go across the street and turn around and try to get into here a different way. Thank goodness this road is here, otherwise we would not be been able to turn around inside there. And guess what? That is going to be cut short. I'm cheating again. I don't know if this is going to be any better. Doesn't look like it. If I need to skip it, I will. I just don't. I'm running out of time. So, we're skipping this. Well, wrong thing there, Coda.
Please proceed to the highlighted route. Navigation
There.
resumed.
That's what I meant to do. Now, normally, guys, you will not see me do that, but I am running out of time here. I've got to get dinner made here, and it's going to take about an hour and a half to bake. So, yeah. Alright, and I do want to thank you guys watching for this Sunday's R for Trucking. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure that you leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down, because all feedback is important. If you liked what you saw and you're already not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Have a great rest of your Sundays, and remember, keep that shiny side up, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.